Hi, and welcome to the Money Management Training module for student organizations. This module will focus on best practices of managing your student organization funds. Objectives. By participating in the Money Management Training module, you will better understand the options for storing money that your organization raises and how to apply for funding. Banking options. Agency accounts are primarily used by organizations that are raising funds and not utilizing activity fee funds. These accounts can be created through the Tate Business Office located on the third floor of the Tate Student Center. Funds carry over from year to year. There is no interest associated with an agency account. Agency accounts will not have checks or debit cards associated with the account. For program supplies, members can be reimbursed. For bigger expenses through vendors, an invoice can be provided and payments be processed through an e-check system rather than students having to pay up front. Allocated funds accounts. Organizations that receive funding from the all-campus allocations process are required to have an allocated funds account. Outside checking accounts are not permitted. Additionally, money in the account does not roll over from year to year, and all unexpended fund balances as of June 30th of each year will be recalled into the Student Activity Expended Funds account. Organizations with allocated funds accounts are not permitted to use peer-to-peer payment services such as Venmo. And since these organizations are established with student activity fees, the organizations that hold allocated funds accounts are subject to student activity fee guidelines, which can be found on the Tate Business Office website. While we do not recommend that students pursue this option, student organizations can also create off-campus bank accounts at local banks. This is not recommended as the account must be tied to one student, and if a student graduates or becomes unavailable, there is no way to retrieve this money. The student whose name the account is on must also claim these funds on their annual taxes. This option can have a negative impact on continuity for student organizations. The Student Government Association, also known as SGA, receives funding to allocate to student organizations. All new organizations are required to request funds of the SGA Small Club Allocations Committee for 2 consecutive years prior to requesting all campus allocations. This helps familiarize student organizations with the funding process at UGA. More information can be found on the SGA website, sga.uga.edu. The Vice President of Student Affairs has established a fund for campus diversity initiatives. The goal of the Diversity Fund is to support initiatives that promote understanding, inclusion, and acceptance within the University of Georgia community. Student organizations may request money from the fund in order to support these initiatives. Representatives from the Dean of Student Affairs Student Advisory Board administer the fund and review requests for funding. For additional information about the Student Affairs Diversity Fund, please visit studentaffairs.uga.edu. Fundraising is another option for student organizations. Requests to fundraise should be submitted to the Center for Student Activities and Involvement at involve.uga.edu no later than 1 week prior to the planned date of solicitation. You should give specific information when filling out the fundraising request. This includes location of fundraisers or collections and logo approval. Reminder: plan well in advance to have fundraising approval prior to reserving space. Approval of a fundraising request is not a confirmation of a space reservation. All organizations wishing to fundraise must display a permit. The permit will be sent with your fundraiser approval notification. Please ensure that the permit will be available throughout the duration of your event. For more information about fundraising, view our Fundraising and Collection Drive training module. Peer-to-peer payments. Venmo, PayPal, and other peer-to-peer payment services are fast and easy, but present limitations and risks to student organizations. We do not recommend that student organizations use peer-to-peer payment services for dues, donations, t-shirt orders, or any other activity. Duplicate accounts can present issues of outsiders making an account with your organization's name attached to it. Consider accountability for the member that receives funds on behalf of the organization, such as transaction notes including the organization and what the funds go towards. Thank you for watching this training module on money management. For more information about managing your organization's funds, please contact the Center for Student Activities and Involvement or the Tate Business Office. The Center for Student Activities and Involvement can be reached at 102 Tate Student Center, our website involvement.uga.edu, by email at involvement@uga.edu, or by calling us at 706-542-6396. The Tate Business Office can be reached at 320 Tate Student Center, the website tate.uga.edu, or by calling them at 706-542-8514.